Welcome to another episode of Not for the Weak Minded. Now I'm going to show you a few things. A map that I've already shown you, but we didn't look around it. And since this topic is about beasts and abominations that once walked the earth and that will walk the earth again in the near future. So I found a bestiary from the 12th century, 4th quarter of the 12th century, and in it there's a lion, a horse, a leopard, a griffin with prey in its claws, an elephant, a hyena eating a human leg from a tomb, crocodile with a dead figure in its claws, kings setting dogs to attack two men, a camel, dromedary, vulture, cranes, peacock, hen, both in colour, snakes, two human figures in a lake on fire. Right. Now, that all seems normal, right? All that, like, just animals. Okay. Let's get into the book. So this is the book. And here we go. So this is the first beast in colour. What is this? And I am sure it gives you descriptions if you know how to read this language. Unfortunately, I do not. I may be able to get words. History may be there. History of this animal, where it comes from. And it goes into details. Next. You have this weird thing here. It looks like targets on its back. And then a horse, a man on it. And what's this? This plant. And yeah. So what do they say? A leopard. So this is a leopard. And what's that then? That's a leopard, surely. That's a leopard with a really weird looking face. So they didn't even mention this one then. That's a dog. It's gotta be a dog. Okay. More about the animals. Some kind of goat mixed with something else. Oh, sorry. Female or male? I'll say male. He's sticking this spear into it. Somehow it's got trapped in this plant. Boar in you. It's got this on the seat. 2, maybe. Hunt. This one's gonna go kill it, I reckon. This poor innocent animal. Next. So let's go back. This is the one with a griffin prey in its claws. Right there. These things don't exist anymore, do they? Some bait. Which looks like a pig. And then you got this cat. All looking normal so far, right? Wouldn't you say? They look, well, obviously, a griffin. But we all know it's in the movies, right? Harry Potter, and this is kind of the point. Like, a lot of the stuff we see is actually pulled from the past, and it's hidden in plain sight. Elephant. One guy shooting, and the other guy giving fruit. So they knew what these animals looked like, and they drew them specifically in good detail. And that's a point that you need to understand when you start seeing things that don't look like what we've been told are out there, that exist. Now, if you study like cryptozoology, which is the study of animals that mainstream media says that doesn't exist, but evidence suggests otherwise, like Bigfoot, for example, it's under the bracket of cryptozoology. There are many of these things probably still out there. To think that we've conquered the earth is nonsense as well. We haven't. This earth is massive in comparison to us. Plenty of resources out there still. A ram. And this one's eating a human. Some kind. It's definitely got a leg in its mouth, innit? Coming from a coffin. Is this La Chupacabra? Something St. Annual. The Habitat. Again, there's no point in me reading it because I won't understand. I could try. I need to get like a dictionary. What's touching me? Now there we go. So we've been saying up to now that, let's say anatomically, they're drawn to what they saw and how they looked. Look at this guy. This thing is a half animal, half human hybrid. It's got a human face with horns. Excuse me. Now I'm going to show you a lot more of this stuff coming up, and it should make you question the past about creation, essentially genetics, and hybridization programs, which unfortunately are now being run by our corrupt governments. So if you followed my not last video, but the video before, in that you will see an article about the British government creating 50-50 hybrids back in 2011, going back even further in time still. So this subject, as I was trying to say, to see what's going to happen, to see what's happening now and the potential future, is to see the past in a way, and to understand how these things came to be, like a griffin, right? It's a genetic hybrid. So are we not genetic hybrids too? No, it's got horns, this dude. Is he pure? Is he evil? I don't know. Depends on the spirit inside. It's just a temple, right? So look, they knew exactly what a deer looked like. Antelope. And yet they drew this guy with horns on his head. You might say it's symbology, and then I'll turn that back around on you and I'll say, well, symbolically that means he's the devil then, right? Not necessarily. It just could mean that there was beings at one point that had horns on their head, and they were alien looking, or what we would classify as red beings with horns on their head, straight out of like, Ron Perlman, what's it? Damn. The red. I can't remember the movie. He's the devil in it, Go. And these things are pretty They match the goats' horns. So if you look at the next one, oh, maybe not. There was one page where it did look like it did. Look at this one. Well, it's got one horn on its head. Is this man's best friend at one point? Man's best friend? Giant's best friend? But biblical stories, right? About one-horned animals in the Garden of Eden. Again, this thing looks like it's eating something or licking something. But what is this? What animal is this? No idea. It's a mix between a cat and something. And again, this one. And this is where we're going to get into birds and dragons. Oh dear. People have no idea what existed in the past and what still is out there if they study the unseen. Or the seen, which most people don't believe, right? Ah, they saw Bigfoot. Yeah, right. Tinfoil hat wearing loon. Really? I mean, this thing's got a child in his hand. To note size, it's powerful enough and large enough to pick up a child, to eat a child. And yet we saw the same with, here we go, with the sort of hyena taking and eating a human out of the grave, right? A large leg. This one's got a human face. So this is a lion man. Do you know how many things are out there? Stop messing around. In history to do with dog men, human dog men, essentially. They're more human. They're human with a dog's head, right? And they've also done the same thing here. So they've got an animal's body with a human head. This is an abomination against creation. Look, I mean, it's got a human face. Oh dear. And I will reiterate that they knew what these animals look like if you look at the drawings. I mean, this thing, look. Get him. It's weird. Horse, pony type creature. There's more. Some jackals or something. More dogs. They look like greyhounds or something. Santa's little helper. And then what's going on here? It's a scene. Nice swords. This is a king. And he looks like he's been tied up by this guy. So he's been tied up for some reason. She's got a spear. And then the king here is telling the dogs to get him, I believe. Looks quite aggressive, doesn't it? This one's biting mate's back. Perhaps. Does look like it. This one's about to go for mate's knackers. Mate, you're screwed. You got one on your neck and one on your balls. What's this one doing? She's just watching mate's ass. Woo! Oh dear. What's the next scene? This is the king. Bit malnourished, I think. Jekyll's on him. It's Jekyll and Hyde. Oh, sorry. This one's got his neck. He don't care. He don't care either. If they had camera phones, I guarantee they'd be on them instead of open. Alright, what we got here? Mastery of animals. Different ones. Beautiful. Ah, this is the one I was saying about. See the horns, the shapes are like the horn shapes. This one's curly. It's got the curls. No horns. And then we haven't done it for this one, but probably not. This shaggy thing, look. Billy Goat with his little goatee. So some animals survived. Some of these animals survived, but they were genetically altered to be smaller, just like we were. Theory of devolution is something that you needed to consider, because things were much larger in the past than they are today, and petrification proves it, along with understanding that, you know, the greatest deception of all time, you know, about evolution and geological principles. Camel. That's a very snoopy, sad looking one, isn't it? Very, very unhappy. Donkeys. I love onions. Onions have layers. I got lots of layers. Say a hybrid horse, donkey, a zonkey. We got these things today, didn't we not? Zonkeys and all that. Hybrid animals. Through selective breeding. Same thing happened in the past, right? Oh, that cat. Cervix, maybe? It's prey. Like my little vole. Sausage fox. Axel sausage fox. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Burm burm. That was a mix actually of Crazy Frog and Beverly Hills Cops. Axel Fox. And these hedgehogs, look. Loving it, loving life, loving these little berries. Loving it. Plentiful for them. And you got these termites or ants, perhaps. I think that's that. Nothing on this page. And get into the birds. The birds of prey. And then into the dragons. That. Buick. Cranes. So when you look at the manual description, it doesn't tell you everything, does it? Far from it. So if you just went on what they're saying, you know, and just completely ignore the rest, like they have, you're not going to get very far in understanding the past, there. Oops. Got to look at everything to change your mind about everything. It takes time. Feeding the young, nice. So I say they are, in my opinion, drawn to what they would look like, right? With a bit of adaptation. Nothing. Some of them have got colours. That's good. Bright green. Stalk. Some kind. No, it's not where babies come from. David, get on. Here's David. Oh, that's not Goliath. But it's pretty big. That's a big bird. In comparison. Where's the dodo? I want to see if we can find the dodo. Could be one of these. Ducks. Geese. Don't see any pigeons, do you? They look like crows. Oh look, mermaid. Look at that. Cat got fish as well. Got fish around its neck. No problem. Half man, half fish. Legends and mythology speak truth. Mermaids do exist. Oh, too much. Looks sad, doesn't he? Bird. Oh, nicely shades. Bats. It's Wuhan. It's Wuhan 400. Lovely peacock. Owls. Bees. They look like they're stinging no more. Stinging her. Him. You never know these days. Just gotta stay gender neutral, haven't I? Just gotta say they. Look at the tail. Look, looks like it's on fire. It's got a burr in his mouth. He's young? Nah. That's food. Another one. Weird looking thing. Don't think that one can fly. Again with the spiral. Excuse me, with the spiral tails. That one's got a crown on it. Beautiful crown. Nice corona there, mate. That one don't look like he can fly. That one looks like he slips and slides. Like he's got a fox's head and a snake's body. Fat ass snake. Fox's head. Don't look like he's got legs. Wait. We've got spirals tails as well. Got the wings. And he's got the dog / fox head. Because that goes together, doesn't it? He's putting his fists up, ready to fight. Let me have him. Let me have you. I'm Ronnie Pickering. You know I am. This thing. Wow. Some mixture as well. Yeah. That's some weird stuff there. That's two animals there, and that one's definitely been eaten. That's his head. And there's two legs and the body. This looks like a cat. Perhaps he's giving him a clean or something. I'm going into some snakes. There you go, there's that thing again. There's these things. These ones. Weird looking snakes. Yeah, they don't mention half of these animals, do they? In the description. Look at this, look. That's a weird face. For a crocodile, right? It's half crocodile, half... What is that? Right? Beast. Abomination. Bestiary. These are what the people had to deal with. Wonder why they carried swords and shields around everywhere they went. If they have to deal with these things. Holy moly. This one's looks like he can fly. He's got his head stuck in a pillar. Don't know why. And a bit more writing. I'd love to read it. Be there for a long time, but I'd love, you know. Let's get to the M1 with the flames. There we are. We've got this. He's got a hard on that. That's his cock and balls there. He's got a hard on. Unless that's a female. That's a different way, but whereas that's his rib cage. That's a, you know, I don't know. It's a bit dirty. He looks dirty. These two people look dirty. That's why they're in the fire a lot. They're burning alive because they're dirty. Crooked nosed Jews. Sorry, Zionists. It's not Jews. That's the end of the book. So, before I go on to the last bit, let's have a look at these pictures from this Atlas para el Viaje de la Golatas in Mexico. You can see. This is from 1802. The guy with the pointy hats. There's something going on here, isn't there? Some kind of show, dance, orgy, maybe. And they're like, yeah, we're not impressed. Put some clothes on. Yeah. Guys with the tinfoil pointy hats. There you go, that's what you would expect to see in the jungle, isn't it? Amazonians, they're wearing masks. You've got the Egyptian hieroglyphs on the, what look like it. On this. Anyway, next photo. What's going on here then? They got their weapons. That's a scythe of some kind. Freaky. They look freaky. Some of them. Got no eyes. I don't look like it's war or anything. Nice little serene little alcove. So anyway, they just again proved that they knew what they were drawing in this book. I thought I'd show you just some examples, just to show you these hats, also to show you that they knew what they were drawing. Fisherman after the fish, look. Smart. Mosaic as well, or beads. No, that's done by that's done with individual strands, braids. That's smart as hell. Look at this hat. Weird. These fish look like they've got holes in them. Strange. Cut! And last one. Even the baby's got our nose pierced, lot. Look at that. Look at that they're wearing. Look at this. Ornate. And baby's got a nose pierce. Like mother, like daughter, eh? She needs to get her upgrade. She want to get the bar in there. Ah, that's amazing. 'Cause I'm free to do what I want any old time. What's that? People's teeth on her head, bones. That surprised me. So they knew what they were drawing. What is this? What is that? If you have any idea what the hell this is, I have no idea. Some kind of jester, some kind of being, demon. Look at the feet. Look at the boat feet on it. My point is, they knew what they were drawing, right? So they drew this for a reason in this book. And again, there's something hidden here. There's a hidden language going on with these circles. There's a message. I don't know what it is, but look, it's got 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. There's a message. What's this around him? What's that? Looks mechanical, doesn't it? This guy looks like a mechanical object. Maybe it's a language, maybe it's something else. I don't know. Anyway, last picture. What are these? Weird looking things. 2 different types. Monstrosos. These monsters. So, last map. We're going to have a quick butcher round. And then I'm going to call this map. Call this a day even. In fact, I'll leave this for next time. But you can see there's a human there. Let me see if I can rotate it. Don't matter. Screw it. That'll do. You can see there's a red giant with some weird shit on its back. Weird creatures. And more red demons. Please share, like and subscribe. Till next time.